The next thing is the set segment length. Based on this, I can set the length for any one of these segments in front of me. If we look at this segment length, we'll find that it's 577, and the distance of 577 is measured from the front face of the rebar here up to the front face of the rebar at the top. So we find that this distance is 577. When we come to set the segment length for generic rebar, we have here, for example, if I take the last segment and I say set segment length and it tells me it's 789, I'll say no. Make it, for example, 700 now. So it will be 700 without affecting anything else. But if I, for example, take this segment and say set segment length and tell it to make it, instead of 1165, make it 1000, for example, what will happen? It will get shorter and affect the one after it. Because this was the last segment, so it affected the end. But any segment in the middle will immediately affect the one that comes after it. Okay, as for the segment at the beginning, the first one has a slightly different treatment because we have, let's say, two options for it. Either I want to adjust this length and let it affect the following segment as usual, or I want to adjust the length of the first segment so that it only affects my offset here and doesn't impact the rest of my shape. So for example, if we select here and set the segment length for just the first one, this is a bit different. If I want to set it, it will tell me its length is 1165. I'll tell it to make it say 1000. When I press enter, it completes it for me. The first one is the only one that gives me an extra message, which is, do you want to do moving or not? Meaning, do you want only this one to move? If I say yes, I only want to move this one and press yes, you'll see that it only changed the start value without moving the rest. And this affected on offset if we repeat this process. Set segment length, and it told me my length is 1000. I told it no, I want you to be 500, and it will show me the same message. Do you want me to apply at start or not? I said no. At that point, you'll see that it applied the change to everything after it. It set my length to 500. And as a result, every segment after it was adjusted by that value as if I had changed it in the middle or at the end. So that's the only difference that happens when we edit start segment length at generic rebar, and we have identified set segment length.